Hi guys, today I'm recapping Christmas Unwrapped, Charity and Erik's love story. The movie begins with Charity talking with Tish, her best friend slash housemate slash co-worker. It's 2 weeks before Christmas and Charity, a blogger and a journalist, is hoping to get a holiday feature in the Times Square Journal. On her way to work, she meets a handsome stranger at a newsstand who she's not impressed with after he tries to bypass the advertising route. Anyway, he introduces himself as Erik Gallagher and invites her to a skating charity event, but she declines. She goes to her office at the Times Square Journal and gets picked by her boss to write the holiday feature, an article on Erik Gallagher, the founder of Never Stop Believing, who grew up in foster care and gives away thousands, even millions of dollars worth of Christmas gifts every year. Charity must find out who is funding Erik. Erik has made it clear that any reporter who wishes to interview him must participate in all his 12 days of Christmas events. So Charity goes to the first event, a skating event. She tells Erik she doesn't believe in Santa or any of the Christmas magic stuff. Tish tries to set her up with Erik, but Charity is not interested in a guy who still believes in Santa. The next day, she attends Erik's Christmas movie marathon, and they talk about their favorite Christmas movies and family. Then Charity calls Erik to find out about the next event and to invite him out to a business dinner that night for her research. They then go to the Christmas ornaments making event for the big tree lighting ceremony. Then Erik decides the dinner spot and he takes her to a winter picnic. She tells him she enjoyed the ornament making event and he tells her he likes having her around. He tells her he fundraises throughout the year and he also has some private donors, but she still can't figure out how he manages to give away like $2 million per year of gifts on Christmas Day. He tells her Chris, aka Santa, sends the gifts to him, then he distributes. She's not buying it. Then Charity goes to Erik's Christmas tree market where people get free Christmas trees. Tish gets a free Christmas tree and they all go back to the house to decorate it. Afterwards, Charity and Erik go for a walk and they almost kiss. Charity turns away trying to be a professional. Then Erik invites her as his plus one to the mayor's Christmas Eve gala and she accepts. Charity then sends her boss a rough draft of the article on Erik, but her boss is not impressed as she still doesn't know where Erik's source of funding is from, so she wants her to rewrite the article. Then Charity meets Erik at the scavenger hunt event and tells him her boss is not happy with her, and he gives her some advice. Then Tish calls her to tell her she finds Erik's birth parents and they are millionaires. Then Charity decides to leave the article as is and risk her job as a reporter. She sends her boss the draft. The next day she gets to work and her boss knows Erik's parents are millionaires after overhearing Tish. Charity quits and her boss gets to writing. Later, Charity gets a call from Erik, who is excited for the article to drop the next day. It's now Christmas Eve and Charity's article is late to print. Then Charity goes to the mayor's Christmas Eve gala. Erik is wowed by her dress and asks her for a dance. Then Erik tells her the thought of not seeing her every day makes him sad now that the article is done. He asks her on a date and is about to tell her he is falling for her, but she interrupts him to tell him she has something to tell him. Then Erik's friend sends him an urgent message. Then the mayor exposes Charity to Erik after reading the article. After Charity's boss rewrites Charity's article and mentions his biological parents, which Charity promises Erik she would never do. Erik reads the article online, then asks Charity to leave. Then Charity writes her own story about Erik and posts it to her blog. On Christmas Day, she goes by the park to Erik's gift giveaway and tells Erik she's falling in love with him, and he tells her he's falling for her too. Then Charity gets a job offer from the New York Times. Then she and Erik share a kiss. The end. If you like this movie recap, you can find more somewhere here. Bye guys.